Hey guys, it's me, Jaden, Dennis, and I'm doing my tech promo, tech demo, tech demo. And yeah, I know I got a beard and mustache and shit. But besides that, I'm doing my tech demo on the PlayStation, as you can see. You know, PlayStation 4 controller, basics. Um, Grab my camera. Sorry. Oh, so this is the PlayStation. Basically, let's first start off. Press this button, turn it on and off, or you can touch your controller. Press. Oh, it's not showing it. My bad. Press this, turn it on and off, and yeah, that's basically how you turn on the PlayStation. Here's your trigger buttons. Sorry, it's kind of weird. Here's your trigger buttons. You know, people for people who don't know, this is called the D-pad. It's for moving up and down in certain games, or like games like Mortal Kombat. This is usually used for moves like up, right, and then buttons. You know, every game has different button sets. Like right now, I'm showing you guys 2K. So for shooting, it's square to shoot, triangle is to block or rebound, circle is to pass, or X is to pass. It really depends. You can pass with all of these, but catch my drift. Like double tap triangle, alley oop, fancy pass, double tap circle, and yeah. Um, what else? So the PlayStation is used multiple different ways. Obviously, it's used for gaming. It can also be used for if you want to watch movies or a TV show, or you connect your cable to it. Um, as you can see, you can connect to YouTube and stream and Twitch, and it's also used for other multiple platforms. Like I believe you can use Facebook. Yes, I believe you can use Facebook. You can connect to your Twitter. Um, there's also different blogs and discords you can connect to, so you can you can talk to multiple people, get your topics out there. Um, yeah, there's really not a whole lot. You have to plug it in to your TV to a HDMI, of course. You also have to connect it to a power source, and gets it started, gets it going, gets it moving. You feel me? And yeah, that's pretty much it. You have, of course, your charging stations for your controller, unless you have a chargeable controller, or it's already connected to a wire. These are used to move. This is usually used to move, and this is usually to look around on the controller. Yeah, it doesn't have really a lot of functions. It's pretty easy to know how to use. It's not like rocket science. What else? Connect to the Wi-Fi, of course. You can also use a LAN cable instead of actually connecting to the Wi-Fi, so it automatically connects to the Wi-Fi without you doing all the stupid steps of typing in the password and doing all those issues. And sorry, I have my notes right here. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a brief little history. So, the PlayStation first came out during the 90s. Okay? The first one was the PS1. And when it came out, it wasn't even called the PS1. It was just called the PS. And it didn't get its name PS1 until the PS2 came out, I believe. So the first issue PS came out in 1994, and it's been a series, and it was used till 2006, where they stopped making games for it and even cut out the internet. So it's kind of crazy to think about how long that station was actually used for, and it made millions and millions of dollars. And it's created by Sony, great franchise, Sony Pictures and all that. And it was created by a brainchild named Ken Kutaragi. Sorry, can't say it. But he's also the executive. I still believe he's the executive now. He's usually known as the father of PlayStation. That's his nickname. And he's been interested in playing video games because he's seen his daughter work with it, and he always wanted to make an argument to Nintendo, but let it be its own thing. So basically, he was trying to create his own idea, of course, and PlayStation now is the number one used console, I believe, other than the Switch. I believe so. And there's 5 installments of the PS. There's, well, 6, well, 7 counting the different PSPs. So there's the PS1, then the PS2, and then the PSP, which was a handheld device. I'll even show you guys a picture. I'll show you guys different pictures of the PlayStation so you guys know what I'm talking about. So this was the PS1. Oh. If it shows up. Probably won't. Wait. Will it? No, it won't. Wait. Will it? No. Wait, maybe I should. There you go. So, sorry. So, that's what the PlayStation looked like. Nothing too fancy. Small cable cord for it. You know, like an old DVD player. Open the disc holder. Place the disc. Let it rotate. Boom. Plays your game. And the controller has the same basic functions. Then the PS2 came out, which was its successor, and that's when the PlayStation started getting famous. Like, really famous. Like, super, super famous. I'm talking about, like, oh my gosh. Because it was like, so a little factual stuff for you guys real quick. So, how the PlayStation worked, at first it wasn't that famous because, of course, Xbox came out later and Nintendo was still a really big thing. So, everybody had a GameCube and, computer games. So, PlayStation struggled at first, and then the PS2 came out and had their own original ideas for games, and it started changing things like Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, drawing a blank. Oh, Crazy Taxi. Like, all those games made a giant stand for PlayStation, and people started really liking it for story-based games. So they started keep doing that. Like, they made the Infamous series, the Uncharted series. They started buying franchises like 2K, of course. Call of Duty is a big thing on PlayStation now. The Marvel... Oh, man. It's going to start playing games. The Marvel... Oh, I'll stop playing the music. So, you guys, this is what I get for trying to explain things to you guys. But it started being a real big thing for story-based games. And now it's one of the main users for competitive-based games. Like, for example, I'm in esports now, and now everybody uses a PlayStation. I don't think anybody uses an Xbox, unless it's a PC, but they still use your standardized PlayStation controller. Or they connect their PlayStation to their PC, so it works the same. But, as I was saying, it changed throughout the years. Like, now there's the PS5, and I'm still playing with the PS4. I prefer the PS4 because, it's your standard PS. You got your little box, turn it on button, put the disc in. Doesn't have to stay like this, doesn't overheat, doesn't cause issues, but that's a thing for another day. It's still a really good console, don't get me wrong. Like, the graphics and everything, and the 4D sounds is crazy. So, but anyway, it's a really good way of communication, which is my main purpose of why I picked this little tech piece you're filming me. So I picked this because it could be very educational. Because, for example, you can learn the history of any sports or whatever thing you're doing. Like, it takes you on different adventures. Like, for example, I know the Call of Duty series is really bloody and glory, but you get to see different scenes and reenactments of different time periods through history. Or you can see what people actually go through in perspective. So, like, for English class, like you're reading a story about somebody, but you really want to visualize what's going on. So you play video games. You see that. You get the different perspectives. You feel me? And this is not really a best game to give you guys that example, but I picked 2K because you can learn the history of basketball. And you can do this. Oh, wrong button. And you can do this by seeing the historical characters from past teams. So this is the all-time team. I'm trying to get to the historical teams. So you can see different players on different teams and what they played for, and see when people were in their prime and stuff. Like, for example, they just put the 2018-2019 Toronto Raptors. Like, that was a pretty semi-auto decent team. They weren't amazing, but they made history. They won their first finals together. So you got Kawhi, you got Pascal, you got Kyle, you got Marc Gasol, you got Ibaka, you got Fred VanVleet, you got Danny Green's goofy self, you got Norman Powell, you got OG Anunoby, you got Patrick McCaw, Chris Boucher before he was good. So you can also see like the different development within people. Like, for example, I'll show you. Chris Boucher, he's a 73 overall, right? So in 2K standards, they have overall, so that's how good you are. And the higher overall you are means depends how good you are. So see this now. Chris Boucher is 73. Now I'm going to show you how he is now. Remember, he was 73 overall. Now look at this. He's a 77. Now that's a lot of improvement. I know that's not the greatest example because, you know, he's kind of basic, but yes, these. Bless me, sorry. But that gives you an idea of like the development throughout people. Like, he's 28, so he's about to be in his prime. So usually for basketball players, their prime, depending on the person, you see different developments. You can also see how worse people get. Like, no offense, he's one of my favorite players of all time. People who watch basketball, you know what I'm about to do. So, my boy D Rose, a great in my heart always. And he's still really good. As you can see, he's an 83 overall. Usually in 2K standards, if you're above an 80, you're really good. Or decent. So, see, my boy, he's an 83. Now I'm going to show you how he was when he was in the Bulls. I think I passed by it. Yeah, so this is when he was the best player, and he was also a covered character for 2K. And he was a 95 overall, and this is his MVP year. So I can even show you his stats. So, like I said, what is this? Triple doubles? He only got one? Anyway, so, like I said, this was his best year. And, dude, he was unguardable. He was insane. Like, even in 2K, it wasn't fair. And you can see the difference between the Bulls now and the Bulls then. Like, Joakim Noah was a player. Carl Boozer wasn't retired. Like, these guys are retired now. He was still a decently aged guy. Now he's really old. Ronnie Brewer was not even in the league. C.J. Watson, not in the league. Kurt Thomas, not even in the league. Probably the White Mamba, not even close to being in the league anymore. Like, all these guys aren't even in the league. So you can see a giant difference between people now. And, like, I can give you another example. LaMarcus, right? Remember this. LaMarcus Aldridge. Wow, this team was really old. Wait. Marcus Aldridge. I'll show you guys in a second. I think I passed by it. Nope. LaMarcus Aldridge. Now you can see, because he got older, he's not as good. So it's that idea of like, you can see the difference between people and development. Now, like I said, story-based games, you can use that for English. This you can use for history, depending on it, like sports history. And you can see the development between people and their characters and how they go through life. Hello? That was weird. Sorry, guys. Somebody opened my door. That was kind of weird. I think he did it by accident. It's probably Devon. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You can see the difference between people, see the difference between history, all that. You can see how much the game changed. Like, there's a lot more shooters now. Like, for example, this is Nikola Jokic, won MVP last year, right? You see his shooting, all A's. Now, if you go back in time to like the 90s players, all the centers weren't able to shoot like that. So I'm gonna go to that. Like even in the early 2010s, like look at that. Not a lot of centers could shoot. Look, not a lot of centers could shoot. So it's the idea of like, except Ibaka, but still, like not a lot of centers could shoot back in the day. So, Mars Stoudemire, I couldn't really shoot, but oh wow, young Mike Bay, but. Just you can see the difference between the game. Like Dirk is a different exception because that dude was a shooting lord. But look, can't shoot early 2000s. Can't shoot early 2000s. Can't shoot early 2000s. Can't shoot early 2000s. So it's just that idea of like can barely shoot 2000s. So it's you can see how the game of basketball has changed. Like look, Shaq, dominant player, can't shoot early 2000s. So it's that idea. The game of basketball has changed a lot, like a lot. See, look, still can't shoot early 2000s. Now let me go back to the 90s. Can't really shoot. Can't shoot at all. So you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, can't shoot threes. So the game of basketball has just changed immensely. Like, now you can see all the best centers, they're able to shoot now. Like, they're able to shoot threes. Like, it's a crazy change in time in history. Look, Joel Embiid can shoot. Drummond is a terrible example. Bobby Portis can shoot. Where is he? Brook Lopez. Okay, he can shoot. It's just he's hurt right now. Same thing with Jokic. He can shoot. Jarrett and can't shoot, but he's really athletic. But hey, this dude can shoot. So you guys are trying to get what I'm saying. So it's the idea of like change in history and change of person, and just the reality of how the world works. So it's really cool. Exit. Now I'm going to show you like basic controls of the game. Or just the PlayStation in general. Monitoring my video. Sorry guys, I'm saying something. I apologize so much. Let me show you guys the basic controls. Where's practice? Alright. Alright. I'll show you guys the basic controls. Let's get it. So I'm Kevin Porter. If I press up D-pad, it shows his style. If I press L1, he sets me screen. Press square, I miss. It's shooting. Now I'm back on D. Oh Lord, that's terrible defense by me. But you guys get the concept. So I'm dribbling. Set a screen, press L1. Pass, press X. Shoot, that's a bucket. Oh, he missed. But you guys get my concept now. So, boop, 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 boop. Wow, they're baking me. I haven't played 2K in so long. But yeah, that's basically all the functions, guys. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit to show you guys more, so you guys have a bigger idea. Wow, I am playing so bad right now. Wow, I can't even play games. And this is the team I created. So this is the Rockets. I'm Kevin Porter. I need to score because I don't know what is wrong with me right now. Okay. Wow. I made a defensive G of a team. I can't score nothing on myself. Missed. Thank you. Pass. 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 Screen. Wow, that's a foul. Wow, that was a terrible shot. But you guys see what I'm trying to do? I don't know why I can't shoot right now. Can't do anything. That was the only bucket I made. I apologize. If you guys watch an actual game, I go crazy. I don't know why I'm playing bad right now. On you. Bro, my own team's kicking my butt. Like, so bad. We on that. Bro. What? Oh, why are you jumping? Oh, and you should treat the games like realistically sometimes. Like, for example, this is my team and I'm practicing with them. Starters versus backups and a little bit of a mix. Bucket. And now I'm playing better, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, yeah, see my Miami Heat back. But yeah, so that's the basic function of the PlayStation, man. Nothing too amazing, nothing too out of this world. And it's just, you know, a game. Lay. Wow. My own team is hard to guard, but that's why I like playing with them. Oh, that's a dunk. The fuck? Yeah, I don't know why am I playing so awkwardly. Oh my lord, dude. I can't make a shot to save my life. But that's why you practice, y'all. Oh. What the hell? I'm in the punk fake. Good job, Bruce. Wow, dude, I can't make a three to save my life. Oh! Good D. Fast break. Yep. Oh, he's a shooter. Oh. Oh, good D. Oh, better D. Alright, let's slow down. Should've just said that. Ooh, good defense. Why did you... Oh, he's open. That's a dunk. But you guys catch my drift. I was playing so bad. I'll play an actual game in a second here. I just wanted to, yeah, let me score so I can. Oh, good move. Our ball. That's dunk. Alright. Now I'm winning. But you guys saw me come back. But anyway. I don't remember him scoring that much. But yeah. So it's basically pretty much it. I'll show you guys a real game. A second here. I'll just show you guys the first quarter, just in case if you guys aren't into basketball. But as you can see, different overalls gives you an idea of like how much better a team is. Like for example, I have a bunch of young guys, don't have a lot of veterans, and the ones I do have veterans are pretty young veterans, versus a team a bunch of veterans. So let's get into it. And that's a little TV thing. So in 2K, there's a community where it shows you different clips from other people who play 2K and different people who compete in 2K. So it's a sport. So that gives you an idea how vast video games are becoming and how important stuff like PlayStation is. Like you can actually see news and other different types of important information.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home floor. We get a look at the sun
like
shining in the
TV
buildings
scene.
of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. Our broadcast
See him shooting
location today.
pregame.
We are.
Thank you, Kevin.
See them in the sports.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. And a chance now
takes a long
to see how
time,
teams are faring
they call
across the
their
league.
names in,
Here's
and
the
then
latest
they
edition
show
of the Power Rankings. Look at the
power
Jazz.
rankings.
They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And Houston, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlook them as a top team.
And the Houston
They have
Rockets
an A+
starting
home
five.
advantage. Okay, so the home advantage is where a team gets a requirement from their audience. So, for example, if I shoot free throws, I'm more likely to miss because of their celebration.
DeJounte Murray is out there at Porter. And it's Green, then there's Grant, and it's Wood in at the 5. And for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Eric Paschal out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And every year, Doris, more terrific players coming into the NBA. how good a position do you think the league is in right now as far as talent is concerned?
I mean, a great position, to be honest with you, Kevin. The players, arguably, to me, are more skilled and more athletic than ever. The global reach of the game means that competition for an NBA spot on a roster is fiercer than ever.
Pascal, the pass to Mitchell. Out to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lobbed up there for Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Oh, I could have stole that.
Puts it up from 12. And the basket by Pascal.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Pascal. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets on offense, and this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. The drive by Green. It's stolen by Gobert.
Sometimes the game does, but sometimes I tweak.
Mitchell with it. 17 points in his last outing.
They'll do something things like they want to do, but they won't because, they're AI.
Passes it to Conley.
Can't force them to do everything.
6 to shoot. To the inside.
Well, I'm there. Like,
Shot's good from Pascal.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Conley against Murray. Mitchell outside.
Wow.
Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Conley against Murray. Mitchell outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Now, this is why you get the ball into Donovan Mitchell's hands as often as possible. 3-level scorer, ready on the catch, beautiful.
And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell, his leadership, especially for a young player, is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader, comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. For Houston, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Jazz now. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Mitchell outside. Pascal inside. Porter's there. And the shot is long. Murray against Conley.
Good screen.
Now here's Murray. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending him.
But that's all for my demonstration. I'll see you guys later.